Do you want to know the ethics and principles in photo editing? Come on! Let's learn the ethics and principles in photo editing. Good day, SPJ learners! Welcome to another learning episode in journalism. I am teacher Joanne Navarroza Dondguila from the Special Program in Journalism of Magnaga National High School, Pantukan North District. We will venture Journalism 8 or print media. Let's find out and study about photo editing. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to first, identify some steps of photo editing. Second, apply the ethics and principles of photo editing. And third, value the importance of the ethics and principles in photo editing. Today, let us talk about the ethics and the basic principles of photo editing. Take a look at the sample images. Do you want to know how to edit a photo? Listen and prepare yourself as we are about to discuss the basic principles of photo editing. Now, prepare your pen and notebook and list down the important key points about our lesson. This time, let us define first what is photo editing. Photo editing encompasses the processes of altering images, whether they are digital photographs, traditional photochemical photographs, or illustrations. Do you know what are the purposes of knowing the guidelines of photo editing? Yes, you're right. It is to guide the beginners through the basics of editing a photograph using the image editing software, specifically the Adobe Photoshop. Although, the guides that I will be sharing today are designed specifically for Photoshop, the same or very similar steps apply in most of the image editing software. Today, I will share to you some of the guidelines under photo editing ethics and principles. Let's start with the steps on how to open an image in Photoshop. First, open the Photoshop software. Usually, the defaults are set so that when the Photoshop opens, it also opens a variety of palettes that you will use in editing pictures. Second, go to the File menu. Then, select Open. This will bring up a dialog box asking you to locate the image you want to open. Third, navigate the location of your image on your computer and then click the Open button. This will open the image and display it in your screen. Next is saving the image. Save as original. This is the most important thing to remember. Before you begin doing any editing of your image, especially if it is a photograph, it is very important for you to save it first as a Photoshop document. The reason for this is to preserve a high-quality original copy. If you edit it and don't keep a copy of its original high-quality form, you can never recreate this quality. To do this, follow these steps. Step 1. Go to the File menu. Step 2. Choose Save As. Step 3. In the dialog box that appears, click on the arrow next to the format. A list of items will appear, a drop-down list. select Photoshop. Step 4. Choose the location where you would like to save the image. Step 5. Once you are sure that you are saving the photo in the desired location, it is in the format you have chosen, in this case, a Photoshop or PSD format, and you have given it a name, click the OK button. Now, let's proceed with changing the size of the image. Once you have taken a photograph, you will likely want to crop out extra parts and resize it to fit into a document. The size you choose will depend on your intended purpose. There are 3 aspects of size that are important: pixel dimension, print size, and image size. In the pixel dimensions, you need to make sure that the picture isn't wider than the number of pixels that can be displayed on a computer monitor. Print size is the size of image when you want to print it on paper. To change print size, change the number of the spaces under print size. Image size. This is the size of the image file. This tells you how much space the image takes up on your computer. Let's move on with cropping an image. Often, you will find that you only want a part of an image and not the whole thing, especially if you are trying to reduce the size of an image for your web page. How to cut out or crop the excess? First, open the image. Second, from the menu, select Image. Adjust, Variations. This will bring up a series of smaller versions of your image, showing what it looks like now, the original, and what it will look darker or lighter, as well as by adjusting the colors. Third, to make the image lighter, click the box showing the lighter version. If it still looks too dark, click again. Once you have achieved the desired effect, click the OK button. As explained before, if you don't like the result, you can go up to the Edit menu and select Undo. Fourth, to make the image darker, do as above, but click on the box showing the darker version. Fifth, once you have achieved the desired result, save it. The Lasso tool. Used to select irregular shapes. Lasso tool is for free-form drawing around an object. Polygon tool. Click in successive spots. Each click will be connected to the previous spots by a straight line of walking ants. To close the polygon, either double-click or put the pointer on the original point where you started. Magnetic polygon allows you to drag close to an object and then the selection line snaps to the surface of the image you are outlining. The next one we have the Magic Wand. Magic Wand is used to select pixels based on color similarities. You can adjust the sensitivity of color selection by changing the tolerance in the Magic Wand option palette. Open this by double-clicking the Magic Wand toolbox or choosing Show Options under the Window menu. If you want to manipulate the image, then follow the following steps. Step 1. Open the desired photo or image. Step 2. Choose the Magic Wand. Step 3. Make sure the options palette are open. If not, choose Window, then Show Options. Step 4. Click the wand on the typical color in the background of the image. Step 5. Hold the Shift key to select additional pieces of the image of similar color. Step 6. Choose Select, then Feather. Set at about 3 pixels. This should even out your selection. Step 7. Delete the background. Hit Delete key. Or you can color it. If you cannot clear all the background around an image, then follow these alternatives. You can use paintbrush or pencil tool to draw an outline around the image to clearly differentiate the image. Using the eyedropper tool, select a color from the color swatch palette. That is unlike any color in the part of the image that you want to keep. Select the paintbrush and draw an outline around the image. Go back and paint in the area on the outside of the line you just drew so that there is a wide band of this color bordering the image. This helps to create a marked contrast between the image and its surroundings. Using the magnetic lasso tool, draw around the image so that the line snaps to the border of the image. Another editing tool is the rubber stamp or cloning. It is used to copy small parts of the picture and paste them into another part of the picture or into separate picture. Then, the layer. Layer is used to alter an image so that it is composed of a series of levels on top of the other. You can modify a layer without affecting the layers above or below it. In photo editing, you can also add text in your images. First, use to add text with or without special text effects on top of an image. Second, on the bottom of the Layers palette, click on the icon to add a new layer. Notice that there will be 2 layers now in your layer palette, namely, the background, the original photo, plus blank transparent layer called Layer 1. Click on the text tool and then click on the image. A text dialog box will appear. Select the desired font, style, size, etc. Change the text effects under Layer, then choose Effects. When you are done, flatten the image and save. The last editing tool that I will share to you is the filter. It is used to apply special artistic effects to pictures. Choose Filter, and then select from the various filter effects that are listed. When you select a filter effect, a preview box shows you what the effect will be on your image. Some filter effect boxes allow you to modify intensity of the effect. Note, all the filter effects work with all photographs. Keeping these basic principles of photo editing in mind will help you edit your photos with confidence. Whether it's learning how to crop properly or understanding the importance of how and when to retouch photos, follow these rules and your work will look sharper, more detailed, and retain its quality. Rule number 1. Never edit the original. It's important to make a copy of the image you're working on. Firstly, as the backup, and secondly, so you can go back and work on it again. If you don't like your edits or want to try a wholly different approach. Rule number 2. Crop out what you don't need. Cropping is one of the most basic tools found within photo editing software. But it's also one of the most powerful. Rule number 3. Retain perspective and maintain quality when resizing. This might sound simple, but it's vital to keep the same dimensions when resizing or scaling an image. Rule number 4. Don't overdo retouching. Learning how to retouch skin and other aspects of an image is one of the most fun parts of photo editing. Rule number 5. Make sure your screen is calibrated. Learning how to calibrate your monitor for editing is an essential part of taking your photo manipulation skills to the next level. Now, let's try and check your knowledge about our lesson. For our activity, you have to write the letter of the correct answer. Are you ready to do the activity? If you're ready, let's start. Time's up! Let's find out if you have answered it correctly. Did you get the right answer? Very good! Congratulations, students! You did a great job today. For your homework, please capture an image of yourself, crop the image, then change the background picture, and insert a quotation about self-confidence in your image. You may print it or post it in our Google Classroom. Did you learn something today? Always remember the ethics and principles of photo editing. Again, this is Teacher Joanne Navarroza Dondguila from the Special Program in Journalism of Magnaga National High School, Pantukan North District. For more fun and exciting journalism lesson, stay tuned on TV Eskwela. Dahil dito, sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama. Bye-bye!